Good morning. My name is Ryan. I am a holistic health practitioner. That means that I work with people on all levels of their being, not just their body, not just their mind, but their whole body, their whole spirit, everything. And I'm here today to remind you of something that you already know. I'm not here to teach you anything new. I'm not here to empower you with any sort of bad ideas or things that you should do or not do. I'm just here to remind you of who you really are and how you can help yourself to be healthy. So I'd like you to take a moment now and remember a time in your life when you felt really good. I mean really good. I know that you've felt that before. I've felt it before, and everybody I've worked with has felt that before. It may be now, it may be a few months ago, it may be many, many, many years ago, but I'm sure that you have felt that before. So remember that. Hold that idea in your mind. Feel that idea of what it feels like to feel really good. Your body is working well. You're feeling strong. You're feeling healthy. Your mind is clear. Think about that. Feel that. Now, you can have that again. I'd like to share with you my story. Many years ago, maybe about 10 years ago or so, I was a graphic designer, and I was sitting in front of a computer all the time for up to 10 hours a day in a dark room just staring at a monitor, and I had bad posture. I was hunched over like this. Terrible, terrible arch in my body like this, and I was like this continuously. And also, my mind wasn't very happy with the work that I was doing in the environment where I was, and I became ill. And it was strange because I was coughing all the time. I was feeling extremely weak all the time. There were times when I couldn't even speak because my mind was so foggy and strange. And I went to many different doctors in the city where I was living, and none of them could figure it out. And I even flew out of state to a reputable doctor at UCLA who I thought she would be able to help me, and she couldn't either. There were no answers. There were no answers to what was going on with me, and I was also feeling extreme pain in my body. I was having pain in my shoulders and in my back and my neck, all from the work that I was doing with the bad posture. So I was having a lot of difficulty, physically, mentally, emotionally, and there was nothing I could do. And then I started to look inside. I started to look inside of me and ask myself, what's going on? And at that point, that's when things started to change. Because I understood that my body talks. My body has messages to tell me. But if I don't listen, I'm not going to hear them. So I started listening. I listened to what my body had to say, and I made the changes that I needed to make in order to keep myself healthy. And at that point, I changed my whole life. I stopped doing graphic design. I stopped being a standard American 9-to-5 kind of a worker, and I went into holistic health. I learned body work. I learned spirituality. I learned how to help people be healthy again by using the power that's inside of their own bodies. I help empower people, and I'm here to help empower you also. And today I'm going to teach you 7 essential elements that you need to do to be healthy, to keep your body healthy, to keep your spirit and yourself and your life healthy. 7 simple things. Now, what I said at the beginning, I'm only here to remind you of things you already know. I'm not here to teach you anything new. And you're going to find that these very simple ideas are easy to bring into your life. But it takes responsibility. So, get a piece of paper, get a pen, and write these down. The first element on your list today is breath. Breath connects your body and your mind together. When you breathe, you are allowing your body to expand and contract. And in that expansion and contraction, every cell of your body expands and contracts at the same time. It's not just your lungs. It's every cell in your body. And when that expansion happens, the body takes a small assessment of what's going on in the body at that moment in time. And then when you breathe out, it goes back in and relaxes. Every time that you breathe, your body is taking an assessment of its own health. And that's how it knows. And so think of how many times you actually breathe within a day. Thousands of times. So your body is constantly assessing its own health. And think of all that information that you're not listening to if you're not paying attention to it. The other thing is, when you breathe, that is bringing in life into your body. Your body needs breath. It's an element that we have free. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to go anywhere to get it. You just need to do it. And do it properly. Most people in this country now, they breathe up in their chest. So you can watch people. If you don't want to be a little bit strange staring at people, but you'll notice this. People will breathe into their chest. And when they do that, their shoulders will rise. So they'll take a breath in, like that. What that does is it tells the body that I'm uncomfortable, I'm stressed. And when you breathe in your belly here, when you breathe down below your rib cage, expanding the belly as you breathe in, and contracting the belly as you breathe out, what that does is it tells the body, I'm comfortable, I'm at rest, everything is okay. The diaphragm itself, which actually controls the breath coming in and out of your body, it's actually like a threshold between stress and relaxation. If you breathe into your chest, you're telling your body, I'm stressed. If you breathe into your belly, you're telling your body, everything is okay. So, do we have any questions here? Oh, I see.
I was just wondering, I've taken a lot of different classes, meditation, dance, and many of them teach the same thing. They emphasize the importance of breathing and how to breathe. For example, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Now, do you recommend that? Breathing through the nose or through the mouth? What do you recommend?
Breathing in through your nose or your mouth. There are many different ideas on what you're supposed to do. It really doesn't matter. The nose is designed specifically for air, for breathing, but also for smelling. The mouth is designed for breathing as well, and for tasting and chewing. The nose is a little bit better for just breathing air in and out, because you can actually feel it better. When you breathe and you close your mouth, and the air is going in your nose, you can feel that air going in. It's a sensory experience. And that will keep you present with the air coming in. But it really doesn't matter. All that matters is that you do breathe in and you breathe out. When you breathe in, the air comes into your body, all the cells expand, and it tells your body, let's look. And when you breathe out, your body relaxes and everything comes back down. And you relax, you're in peace.
I understand the breathing part, and I know that you're supposed to breathe in through your stomach but not your lungs. Could you show us again how to do that? How do you suggest us
I'd like to give
practicing
you a little practice to practice breathing properly. Breathing in the belly. You don't want to breathe in the chest, you want to breathe in your belly, because remember, breathing in your belly tells your body that you're safe, you're comfortable, you're at rest. Everything is okay. It tells your body you can relax. So, just as you go to bed, lie down on your bed, facing up. Lie on your back. Place one hand on your belly. Place the other hand on your chest. When you have your hand on your chest and you breathe, what you want to do is make sure that the hand on the chest does not move. And the hand on the belly is what moves. When you breathe, the belly expands up to the ceiling. And when you breathe out, the belly flattens gently. You don't have to force the air out. You don't have to contract the muscles in your belly to push the air out. Just let it fall. As you breathe in, the hand on the belly rises up with your belly. The hand on the chest stays still. As you breathe out, the hand on the belly goes back in. It softens. Breathe like that, with your hands on your body, just like this. And concentrate and make sure that it's just the hand on the belly that's moving. It may be a little difficult to do that for maybe the first week or so. You'll get used to it. It's a practice. But you'll find that your body will become more accustomed to it. And it will happen quickly because This is natural. This is how your body is designed to breathe, and this is how your body is supposed to breathe. So it's reminding your body of what it actually needs to do anyway. And once you do this for a few weeks, you'll find that you'll actually be breathing like that outside of your bed. When you're going throughout your day, when you're driving, when you're at work or something like that, you'll notice that, hey, I'm breathing in my belly, and I feel better. I don't feel all this tension. It's a training process to teach you how to breathe properly. Remember, one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly hand moves, the chest hand stays still. That simple. Now, I want to know that when your body is hurting, when you've been in a static position,